Woo! People, what's good? It's your boy, Coach Ace, coming at you with another episode of In the Classroom. That's right, what's good? Now, last time I made a video, I said that I was going to move on from what I consider to be the basic topics to the more intermediate topics from an offensive and defensive perspective in American football. So now that time has come. So now let's get right to the intermediate topics. So the first episode of the intermediate phase of In the Classroom, the 13th episode overall, was going to be about combo blitz. Now, the reason I consider this to be an intermediate topic is because with combo blitz, a defensive coordinator can disguise their schemes on a greater level than with typical combo coverage. So with combo blitz, they're typically sending at least 5 blitzers, at least 5 players who are going to be pressuring the offense. So the quarterback's going to have less time, naturally, to scan the field, and it'll have a more confusing array of coverage combinations within the alignment and the structure of the defense. So I'll show you what I mean by that. I'll draw it out, and you'll get a feel for how defensive coordinators can manipulate the coverage in order to really confuse and confine the offensive game planners and the quarterback while they're trying to survey the defense. Boom, let's get to it. So, as you can already see, I've drawn out the defensive line and the middle and weak side linebackers. Now, based on this personnel, this will be a nickel coverage. Nickel. So there's going to be 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 3 cornerbacks, and 2 safeties. Now, like I said before, I typically draw out nickel and 3 wide receivers and within my alignments, within the plays that I draw, because that's the way that modernized NFL runs things. Because modernized NFL is more spread out. So they typically have sub-packages. So, outside cornerback, the nickel cornerback, and the other outside cornerback, the strong safety, and the free safety. Now, the first combo blitz that I'm going to show you is considered to be, I guess you could say, not a nickel blitz, cornerback blitz, a outside cornerback blitz. And with this play, it's going to be the weak side starting corner blitzing from the edge. So the 9 gap. It'll be attacking the outside 9 gap with this blitz, and it'll be devised in a unique way. And I'll show it. So let's start it. So, with this particular blitz, what we're going to do is the defensive line movement is going to set up the outside blitz. What do I mean by that? I mean, the defensive line pressure will shift in a specific direction. Now for this play, I'm going to make it shift towards the left. So what that'll do is the defensive line's flow will give the cornerback an angle to the backfield. And I'll draw it out. Now you see, they're flowing. They're flowing in a certain direction. They're all flowing towards this direction so that it eventually give the cornerback an angle of pursuit on the 9 gap off the edge. And the weak side linebacker will also provide a setup for the cornerback to be able to attack the 9 gap in the backfield clearly on a better angle. The weak side linebacker will, now I'll give them the option based on how the offensive line aligns, whether they have a tight end in the backfield, whether they have a running back in the backfield. I'll give the weak side linebacker an option to either pre-snap, walk towards the edge, or stay there and blitz in a particular angle that'll give a gap for the cornerback. And also, if they have a running back in the backfield, the weak side linebacker could give that running back a dilemma. Because that weak side linebacker could give the running back possibly 2 defenders to block, which would, like I said before, create a conflict or a dilemma for the running back to figure out who to block. So as you can see, the defensive line pressure is flowing towards the right side, which will give the cornerback an angle in the backfield. And then you have the weak side linebacker walking towards the edge, pre-snap, and then his blitz alignment will flow in a similar direction to where the defensive line is flowing to give the cornerback an angle, like I said before. Now, cornerback will be blitzing off the edge, like I said before. Now, with this play, let's finally talk about the combo coverage. Now with this play's a little bit more simplistic than the next play I'm going to show you. The next play will get really confusing, but like I said before, I'm guiding you along slowly. So, the nickel corner will play man coverage. The other outside corner will play man coverage against the wide receiver that they're lined up against. The strong safety will play a intermediate hook zone, and this zone will be specifically designed to invade intermediate passing lanes in order to garner an interception on defense. The middle linebacker will play a short hook zone towards the center of the field. And this will be to disrupt short to intermediate passes within the zone that they're occupied. Also, it could be used for the middle linebacker to tip passes, possibly garner interceptions as well. And then the free safety will play simply as deep zone coverage within the area that is left vacant due to the outside cornerback blitz. So the free safety's deep coverage will be drifting towards the left side. So with this play, as you can see, it's clearly a combo blitz. You have man coverage in the outside with the cornerbacks aligned against the wide receivers. I'll just give you a little visual. And then the corner on the left outside will blitz off the 9 gap. Once again, that's the 9 gap right here, left side 9 gap. In order to get pressure, his teammates will set up the angle from the defensive line and the weak side linebacker, set up the angle to allow the cornerback to get the pressure easily. The free safety will play deep zone in order to cover the vacancy left by outside left cornerback blitz. The strong safety will play intermediate hook zone so that he can invade passing lanes in the intermediate side and garner interceptions. The strong safety's responsibility is probably the most important responsibility in this play because this play is designed to get an interception. Now, the next play, and the next play is much more complex. Now, this next play is a nickel cornerback blitz. And what's really unique about this combo coverage blitz is the strong safety will be disguised as if it's playing zone, but it will be in reality playing man against the slot wide receiver. And there's going to be zone coverage on one specific spot of the field, while the other spot is going to be man coverage only. Now this play is very unique combo blitz and can be extremely confusing for novice quarterbacks to be able to read, but that's the beauty of the play. It's all the art of deception. So I'll draw it out for you. Now, once again, we're still in nickel formation. No wide 9 still. Defensive ends are still aligned in the 7 technique gap. Defensive tackles are still aligned in the 3 gap. Still 2 linebackers, still 3 corners, still 2 safeties. Now, the right side defensive end is going to rush in towards the left side to provide an angle for the nickel corner on the edge. Tackle, take the inside gap as well. Tackle will take another inside gap. And then the left side defensive end will drop into a zone coverage. Now, the left side defensive end will drop into a flat zone. Cover the flat of this play. The nickel corner will blitz. The starting outside corner on the right side will be in man coverage. I said before, what's unique about this play is it looks like it's just man coverage across the board, no blitz, but instead, the strong safety will be playing man coverage against the slot wide receiver. The free safety will be playing deep zone coverage. The free safety's deep zone coverage will be drifting towards the left side. And then the left outside corner will be playing a curl flat zone. So essentially, the outside cornerback will be playing in an intermediate style zone coverage. He'll be analyzing and surveying the quarterback's eyes, while the outside corner plays man coverage. But what's interesting is they want to make it look as typical of a combo coverage as you possibly can. You don't want it to look like you're blitzing pre-snap. You want to look like everybody's lined up, all the corners are playing man. You want it to look like all the safeties are playing zone, but then when the ball's snapped, the quarterback may be getting something completely different. That's the whole point of it. It's about